everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany of BrittanyJJones.com, and today is going to be a sewing room tour video. I'm super excited to show you all around. Many of you have been asking for a video tour, so today is going to be just that. Before I get into the video, I do want to say that I do have a relatively small space, but I am grateful for the area that I do have to create in. So I do hope that in this video, whether you have a big space or a small space, whatever have you, that you will just make the most of it, find little knickknacks that will help you with storing and just help you be effective in your creative space. So with that being said, let's get into the tour. Alright everybody, so welcome to my sewing room. I'm so excited to share my creative space with you all. Before I get into each little area, I figured I'd do like a little pan view for you. This is where I sit and do my blog posts and voiceovers. And for those that don't know, I sew in my kitchen. I figured now would be a good time to show you my stove and cabinets for those that didn't believe me. But here we are. So this is my kitchen eating area, dining room, whatever you want to call it. This is where I sit and sew it, and I absolutely love it. So let's break down each area. I'm going to start with this one, which is my pressing area right here. So I just have my ironing board, also have my whiteboard, which I love. It's super big. And I just use that obviously to kind of write down blog posts, ideas, things that I want to get done that week. Also have my mirror right here. So yeah, if you're interested in my iron, I have the Olisa Smart Iron, the purple one, and there's a link for this iron in my blog post, so definitely check the description box for that if you're interested. Next to my pressing area is my back door, and I absolutely love it because it brings in a ton of light. So I really do love my back door. I know that's not really a big deal, but I love it. So next to my door is my clothing rack. I found this clothing rack at IKEA, I think for about 12 bucks online, and it does kind of tilt to the side if you load it all on one side. So I kind of keep everything in the middle to kind of balance things out. But overall, it does its job. I mean, I'm not going to complain about a clothing rack, but yeah, I love it. And above it, I just hung up some of my sketches just to add some decor to the wall. So I did those, and I found some $1 frames from Walmart to put those in. And my hangers, if you're interested, are from TJ Maxx. I think they came in like a pack of 20 for like $7. So yeah, let's move on to the next area. So next to my clothing rack is my cutting table. I found this cutting table at Joann's. One thing I do absolutely love about it is that it's on wheels, so I can just move it around, especially to get to pattern pieces and whatnot. I will be honest though, it does wobble a bit, especially if I'm using my rotary cutter and using like some mid heavyweight fabric. It will wobble on me, but overall for the height of it, for the width, and for the price, because I got it on sale, I'm not going to complain. It's definitely just like a temporary table. But yeah, I love it. And the cutting mat, the white gridded mat, that's a self-healing mat, I found that at Joann's as well. So yeah, that is the table, my cutting table that I have and use right now. Next to the cutting table are my mannequins, my girls. What's up, y'all? So I have three. Two of them are display forms, and those are the ones with the brown legs, and my more professional grade one that sits on a cooler because it is broken. I actually found that for 20 bucks. I got it from my old dry cleaner in California. So that is more of a professional grade one. No, it's not in my size, which is fine because I'm not doing, lots of draping and pattern drafting. I'm only using them mostly for display, which is why I love my display forms a little bit more. But yeah, I have a mommy and me one. You can see the little small one for Justice. I have got those two from Amazon, so definitely check the link in the description box if you're interested in those. So behind my girls, I have just a little bit more decor that I've added to my wall. I ripped out some magazine pages and just stuck those on a little board there. And for the other side is my previous rotary color mats that I was using before I got the white gridded mat that's on my cutting table. So at first I just hung it up there for storage, but it's like a part of the room now. I love it up there, so that actually worked out. That white roll of paper that you see there, I ordered that from Amazon, and the little knickknacks that's on top of the little storage bookshelf thing, I found those at JCPenney's. But more on that white roll of paper. I roll that out every now and then when I want to take like a really good some white background. Either I'll use my white foam board right there, I have two of those, or I will roll out a little bit of that white roll to get just a white background for my blog pics or for my Instagram pics. So those, if you see white white background, I'm using one of those. So more on this bookshelf, I'm gonna take you through the mess. It looks organized. I'm just kidding. It is organized. So I'm gonna take you through what's in these boxes right now. So the gray boxes, I found those at Walmart, and the white boxes are from IKEA. So inside of these, I just kind of keep mostly like everyday supplies. I do some PDF patterns. I don't do a lot of them, but when I do, I need my tape, so I keep that stored in that one. This one right here is my buttons, and I found this little craft box from Walmart, and I just keep some of my buttons in there, which I love that little box right there. Also inside of that gray bin is some camera supplies. So this is a camera lens right there. That's like an old camcorder right there. I don't know why I have that in there. I don't use it. But I have that in there. And this white box is more like everyday supplies. So I have like a seam ripper, seam gauge, more measuring tapes and stuff like that that I really don't use all the time, but I still want to be close to me if I need it. That's in that box right there. For camera, if you're interested in the camera that I use when I do like my overhead view with my recording, my Sew With Me videos, I use the Sony Alpha 6000, and I love it. I don't play around with it much as I should, especially for photos, but I love it for recording. It's nice and lightweight, so that's the camera that I use, and it's a link in the description box in that blog post. So moving on, in that one I have just like some interfacing. I love using lightweight and mid-weight interfacing. I also like using the Sulky brand Tender. Is it Tender Touch? I like that. In that bin gray area right here are my chargers for my camera. I also have a phone charger. I also have some extra bobbins. I have to use blue bobbins for my Epic 980Q sewing machine, which I just love. I'll talk more on that in a minute. I also have more chargers for my cameras, and in this gray box I have some really gigantic what is that? Safety pins? Paper clips. Oh my gosh. And I just use that to kind of hold my pattern and pattern guides together, so I like those a lot. And this box is just some marking tools, so I have my tracing paper and tracing wheel and stuff like that over in that box right there. That right there is just a small ironing board that I picked up from Walmart. Now I also store some of my sewing books on this as well. The first one there in that little notebook binder is all of my papers from the Sew It Academy. I absolutely love having those. So that's there, and then some more sewing books. In that notebook, the little sparkly one, I have like some patterns where I had started to organize them. I've just fell off now. Everything's a mess. Also have some plastic paper when I thought I wanted to sew and sell. That didn't work out, but I have them still. And in that box, that's just a drop box for all type of notions and closures, and yeah, it's a mess, but I know what's in there, and that's all that matters. So moving on to my sewing machine table and my pegboard wall, which is my favorite area. I just love it, full of color. So again, I have Husqvarna Vikings machines. I'm a brand ambassador if you did not know. My serger is a Husky Lock S25, and my machine is the Epic 980Q. So let's chat about my pegboard, which I get asked a lot about. I actually found this pegboard. It's a 4x4 from Lowe's. It was brown, and I simply painted it white. And my neighbor is into woodworking. He was kind enough to put a frame around it, and I just spray painted that black. On it are my thread holders. I found them both at Joann's, and you can also find those at Hobby Lobby as well. The cone thread racks, the little hooks, I found those at Lowe's as well, and the little black containers. They came all in a kit. It was like a pegboard kit, so I got all of that. I just hang up my rulers, my scissors, my rotary cutters. I don't know why I have like 6 of the same rotary cutter. But there you have it. Here's my serger, and then on my tables I have these 2 baskets that just kind of hold some marking tools, the patterns that I'm working on, upcoming projects. I also keep my labels there, and yeah, I like having everything just right there on my table. I kind of keep this area really neat, and I found those baskets at Walmart.
So next up is my Epic 980Q. I absolutely love this machine. I did like a quick overview of it already, so you can check out the video link and you can see some of the features that I love about it, but expect more tutorials coming up soon. So again, this is probably my favorite area, obviously, full of color, and this is where all the magic happens. So these are my machines right here. Next to that is my little shoe area. These are the shoes that I'm wearing mostly on the blog. So if it's winter, you'll see more boots. I just kind of switch it out for the seasons of whatever I'm wearing mostly. On top of that is the jewelry that I'll be wearing mostly, you know, for pics and stuff. And those are my grandma pearls, so I keep those there. I only have one pair of sunglasses. I know. Anyway, so that is that area. I think it's so cute. And that's just another bookshelf. It was like 2 in a pack. So I got the other bookshelf that you just saw in that one. Both of those came from Walmart. So yeah, moving on next to the book, my shoe area, it's another little storage for patterns. This is not even a quarter half, you know, of the patterns that I have, but these are just the ones that I have right here. They are not organized at all. They're just in there. One day I'll, you know, tackle the organization, but this is what it is now. At the bottom I have some PDF patterns, and yes, I store my fabric and other patterns in another room, in my washroom in my house. I have a little area in there, but these are just the ones that I have out right here. In this little box is a cord for my mic right there that you see for voiceovers. I also have the manuals to my machines. And next to that is where my husband and I sit at our table. I found that table at Walmart. It's just like a folding picnic table, but it works great for us to sit and just work on our computers and do whatever we have to do. This is my little area here with my planners and my laptop. Alright everybody, so that is all for my sewing room tour. I really do hope that you all have enjoyed watching this video. I can't tell you enough how much I love this space. I'm so thankful and grateful to have it. With all that being said, I'm going to let y'all in on some breaking news. I'm going to have to pack up my space really soon. Well, not really soon. I have a couple months, but I'm going to be packing it up and we're going to be moving cross country to our new duty station in California. I am so excited to head back to the West Coast. I cannot wait. But until then, I'm just going to continue creating and making memories in this space because I absolutely love it. And yeah, thank y'all again for watching the video. If you have any questions, leave them for me below. I'll be more than happy to answer. Be sure to check out the blog post for links to anything that you saw here that you may be interested in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Blessings, everyone. Bye.